Hey guys, it's your girl Cynthia Renee, and welcome back to the Unwind Rewind, where I sit back and recap some of my favorite shows, which I'm sure some of you guys' favorite shows as well. And with that being said, let's get into today's shows, which are Black Ink Crew New York, Season 9, Episode 18, and Black Ink Crew Compton, Season 2, Episode 8. Now, if you haven't caught up on the latest episodes of Black Ink Crew New York and Black Ink Crew Compton, click out of this video because I'm about to spill the tea. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let's have a conversation down in the comment section below, and let's get into the video. All right, so we are starting with Black Ink Crew New York, and let's talk about Young Bae. Now, she has a new boyfriend. His name is Jay, and he was a producer of the show. Now, I say was because he got fired because of their relationship, right? Now, he cool and all, like, he got a good vibe, but they only been dating for 2 months, and come to find out, they already living together. He done already met her son, child, and he's talking about babies and rings. And I'm like, bruh, it's been 2 months. But I guess they known each other since she been on the show. I don't know how long he was a producer, but 2 months and y'all already living together, child. Look, I don't know, but her mama coming into town. Yes, Mama Bae is coming in town, and she gonna be there for 2 weeks, and we gonna see how she feel about it because we already know, like, she gonna speak her mind. She gonna let us know all of the tea, so stay tuned for that. But let's move on. Now let's talk about Tati, okay? Because she is not happy with her position at Black Ink. She feels like she is just the receptionist, and she is ready to open up a Black Ink crew in Long Island, right? And she say that if she can't do that, then she might quit. So she need to talk to Caesar ASAP Rocky, right? So Caesar went to 125th where she worked at, and he was impressed, like, oh my God, like, she's such a great worker, right? And she let him know, like, she feel like a receptionist and that's not what she want to do. And he tell her, like, look, I'm cool with you opening up a shop and you can run a shop. I'm all for that. But hello, little tink tink, you might be going to jail, and people that's in your position don't usually walk away scot-free. Not unless they snitching. He ain't say that, I said that, but he like, we can't do that. And she mad, like, she crying, she frustrated because she don't have no control over this situation. Baby, you had control of the situation before you did the shit, allegedly. So you had control over it. So now she mad because he not backing her. And so she telling Bae, and Bae like, I mean, I agree. Like, he is a businessman, so you want him to front you the money because you ain't putting in nothing. So he supposed to open up a shop under his name because he is the face for Black Ink. And you gonna open up a shop, spend all this money, all these artists, and then you gonna go to jail for some years. Like, you is facing a lot of charges, Tati. Like, what are you doing? So she mad, but she did say that she was just gonna stay at Black Ink for now, and they will revisit that conversation when her case is clear. Child, that's what you need to do, because I wouldn't put no money into your shop unless I knew that you was gonna be out to run it. But let's move on. All right, now Caesar had a lot going on this episode. He is officially single for now, and he has moved back to New York because he needs to focus on Black Ink because he been slipping, right? And y'all, Van's still there. So C's goes to the shop, and he mad because Puma and Ted not at the shop, and he like, we need new artists. Like, we need to revamp these shops and get the shops that's not up and running. He got a whole bunch of stuff that he need done. Like, he got a laundry list. So he put Van, Alex, and Spider in charge of finding new artists and doing interviews, right? So while they working on that, he go and he meet with Ted and Puma, and he filling them in about the whole Suzette situation, and he need to be single, and he let them know, like, he not happy with the way they running shit. Like, they slipping, okay? And he asked them, like, how Tati doing? She doing good or whatever. but he is worried about the case. Like, he sat down and read her case files, and he thinks she's going to jail, child. Now, he digs into Teddy ass because he lets him know, like, how did Van get Houston open before you got Milwaukee open? Like, Van got his tattoo shop open in 3 weeks, and you had Milwaukee for a year and a half, and it still ain't open. And Teddy said he focused on his music, his little label. Boy, Ted, but you was the one who begged him to give you the shop. You was the one who, you not just gonna sit on the couch no more and this, that. Teddy, boy, now you know what? Anyway, so Teddy said, he gonna go to Milwaukee and get that open, because how the fuck did Van open a shop in 3 weeks and he making all this money and you still ain't got Milwaukee open? I'm right up the street from Milwaukee, so I want to take two. Teddy, what is you doing? Because at this point, you affected my life. So I'm going to need you to do that. But anyway, Caesar was working out, on his fitness and whatever. And he had seen a little comment that Alex had made on Instagram. And somebody was like, oh, you doing good. I'm happy for your growth. I'm glad you got somebody like Caesar in your life. And Alex basically was like, oh, I appreciate the first part, but the second part you bugging, like, Caesar ain't shit. Okay? And so he wasn't feeling that. He wasn't feeling that. So Van had a little barbecue or whatever, right? And Alex brought the little artist that they had interviewed to the barbecue, which, baby, the interviews was just, we ain't even got to talk about it, because what the hell was y'all doing? Right? And so C's like, okay, so tell me about them. He wasn't impressed. He was not impressed at all. And he said he just got to clean house, because at this point it's just ridiculous. Because how do you bring in somebody? He said he need real artists. You bringing somebody that own a lingerie business. You bringing somebody who only been tattooing for 2 years. Like, baby, what we doing? Okay, what? This is not art class. This is tattooing. This is permanent. So Caesar decides that he gonna confront Alex about the social media stuff, and Alex has no clue why Caesar want to talk to him. And Caesar tell him, like, look, you can't be smiling in my face and then behind my back like you doing this. And Alex said he wasn't trying to be disrespectful. He was just, saying, like, Caesar didn't make him who he was. But they made up. But Caesar still don't trust him, because he said he can't trust the motherfucker that talk behind his back. But, I mean, that wasn't really no big deal to me. Caesar's just in his feelings. Like, he real sensitive right now, because, he's single again. But still at this barbecue, he pulled Puma, Ted, and Van to the side and basically let them know, like, y'all need to get it together. And he just going on and on. And so Ted told him, like, boy, Black ink was all of our dream, but it's mainly your dream, bro. Like, we got other stuff going on, and that's just that. Like, we can still do that and do this. And Puma told him, like, boy, you are wilding. You need to relax. Like, you think that we can't handle this, and we can. That's the only thing Caesar got to focus on right now. So that's why he going so hard. But he said, y'all right. He gonna ease up. He doing the most, and they just need to work on communication. And it's like, Caesar, baby, you ain't been there in months, okay? So, of course, now that this is the only thing that you got to focus on, because at first you was so focused on your personal life, you want to focus on your business. Now you coming back and all this shit that you don't like, now you want to get mad at them. No, get mad at yourself, because at the end of the day, you got them running your shops, but they're still your shops. So, who you really mad at? You need to look in the mirror and talk that shit to the person in the mirror. That's all I'm going to say. But let's get into Black Ink Crew Compton. Okay, now let's get into Black Ink Crew Compton, baby, because this episode, they aired the unaired footage from 2022 before Corona shut them down. So that's what we seen this episode, and I ain't gonna lie, I kind of understand why KP bitter Betty this season, okay, because this footage that they aired put a lot of things into perspective. So let's get into what we saw. Now, everything was good in the beginning, okay? Everybody was tattooing, everybody getting along, and they was having parties, all type of stuff, right? They communicating, they working, they doing their thing. Now, I understand why KP is the way he is with Nessie, because Nessie went and asked KP to basically hire Ken because they was together at the time. And KP basically told her like, oh, we not hiring right now, right? But he brung in the dude Polo. And she decided that she was going to confront him at this party. Well, it wasn't a party. Polo showed up to the shop and Star was like, oh, this the new apprentice. And Nessie got out of her body like, oh, you lied. You said you wasn't hiring nobody. You hiring all these apprentices. How about we hire somebody who actually know how to tattoo and blah, blah, blah. And so Star told her if she want to hire her boyfriend to open up her own motherfucking shop, and she called her about 10 bitches and told her boyfriend was never gonna work there, and she just got bucked, and Nessie turned down. She ain't have all the energy for Star that she had with KP. And I was like, okay, you so quick to hop up in a man face, but when a female coming at you trying to fight you, you get scared. Like, she got real quiet, and Lemire had to pull Star back out of Nessie's face, and then Nessie got mad at Lemire because she said Lemire didn't have her back. Child, she said it was a slap in the face. Child, a slap in the face was what you was finna get, because Star was finna beat your ass. Okay? So that was the first sighting of drama. And Nessie, you was wrong, baby, because look at you and Ken now. You can't stand that man's face. You cannot stand his face. I don't understand why you got mad about him not hiring your then boyfriend. Like, who wants to do that? Like, nobody wants relationship drama at the shop. Like, okay, you can bring your girlfriend, you bring your... Ain't nobody got time for that. Then y'all arguing. You ain't coming to work. He ain't coming to... Baby, we done seen this time and time again at Black Ink Crew. Look at Caesar and Duchess. Like, I ain't got time, baby. We not finna do this. Your boyfriend, a dope tattoo artist, let him be a dope tattoo artist. But this year, right now, 2022, you can't stand him. So, sis, why you really mad? Now, after that whole little debacle, everybody was still cool, and they had a little tattoo expo to go to, right? And before they did that, KP took the team out to dinner, and at this dinner, Star gave all the artists 50-50 contracts and basically told them, like, they got to give up 50% of their commission. So whatever they make at the convention, 50% go to them, 50% go to the shop. What? And ain't nobody feeling this. Like, what do you mean? My money is my money. Like, yeah, you get a percentage, but 50-50. Now, I understand why they was mad about that, because KP, you doing too much, okay? So, at this little expo that they went to, Nessie brought her own banner. Lemire bought his own banner. Now, Nessie put her banner to the side, but Lemire hung his banner up over the I Am banner. Like, okay, Lemire, what you doing? Now, you know that was going to cause some shit. How you going to block the tattoo shop that you work at? How you going to block they banner to put yours up? So, when KP and Tim and Star got there, they moved their banners. Like, we are supposed to be representing I Am. Like, this ain't time for y'all to be representing y'all self. And Lemire had Happy Ice t-shirts for sale and everything. Now, Star got into it with Ink because she was doing too much. Like, she really thought that she was running shit, and she started telling him, like, he ain't paid for nothing on this booth. He needs to be quiet, because Ink was like, well, they was here first, so they put their banners up, and she was just doing too much. And then they got the news that Kobe died, and everybody relaxed and chilled out and was sad and crying and whatever. So they got over that, and now, baby, they on the bus getting ready to go home. And shit hits the fan again. Now, on this bus ride back, everything was good in the hood. Everybody was getting drunk, twerking. They was on the stripper pole, all type of stuff. And then Tim. Now, Tim, you always doing some shit, saying some shit that you shouldn't say. He basically told him, like, y'all know how Kobe ran his team? KP like Kobe. You know, anything he say go, like, he number one and whatever. And Armani was like, you know, ain't nobody bigger than God. And Star like, I believe in God, but he, you know, I don't even know why the hell they was arguing, but they end up arguing. And Armani with the shit. Star tried to get bucked, and Armani pushed her soul out her body. And When I tell y'all Star flew on this bus, she flew on this bus, baby. So she trying to fight. They done had to remove her off the bus. And Armani had to get in a separate car, go home. Now, Nessie, she didn't sign the contract, the 50-50 contract. And so I'm like, why did you even bring your banner if you ain't even signed a contract to be tattooing at this expo? So of course she gotta say something. So she started telling KP like he think he bigger than what he is. She no bigger artist than him. He ain't no Kobe. Kobe respected his team. And KP wasn't even trying to be disrespectful. He told her like, look, I'm from Compton. Y'all not from Compton. I'm responsible for y'all. Y'all is under me. Like, if anything happened to y'all, that's on me. Because y'all not from here. I'm from here, so I'm responsible for y'all. And Lemire was on KP's side, right? Boom. But Lemire was like, look, you gotta be more respectful. And he told them, like, I'm an asset to y'all. Baby. Then he got disrespectful. He told them that he on a whole nother level than them. He make what they make in a year, in a week. Not him trying to fight. And I was like, what the fuck? They start threatening him. And Lemire say it's because he from Philly that they don't like him. Child. That situation, Nessie, girl, you just don't know how to shut up. So when this current season that we seeing, when KP told Nessie that she don't know how to shut the fuck up, I see why. Because if y'all watch the episode that we talking about right now, like the unaired footage, Nessie was doing too much. Like, girl, you always got something to say. You so mad. Lemire, I just feel like it was the liquor. Okay, it was the liquor. So Armani went and talked to Lemire at Ink birthday party and told her like to put their egos aside and go talk to KP, right? And so he did. He went to the shop to talk to KP, and Armani was there to, mediate. But baby, KP came out the back door in all black, ready to fight. And baby, I was like, okay. Lemire think KP jealous of him. And KP was like, people hit me up, ready to fuck you up. You would get text out here. I'm keeping people off your ass. And Lemire said, you too hood. You so Compton. You think that you gonna talk to me and I ain't gonna say shit. I don't give a fuck where I'm at. Like, I'm about that. Baby, what the hell? I said, how we get here? He came to talk. But at that point, KP was over it because on that bus, Lemire was real disrespectful. It's like it didn't even have to go that far. Because why? Why? Now, Lemire had a lot going on, okay? Danielle had postpartum depression, so he was dealing with that. He had a lot on his plate, so I'll give you that. You frustrated right now, so you just taking your anger out and putting it over here, putting it over there. I understand that. But he felt like the beef between him and KP and Tim could be squashed through communication. So he went and talked to them to resolve it. He got the I am flag in his Happy Ice van, and he let them know, like, look, y'all call the shots. I'm going to play my role. And KP was like, I ain't never felt this from you. We ain't never had no real conversation like this. And he told him, like, we can't keep doing this. Like, if we keep doing this, this going to become a pattern. And at that point, it ain't going to be fixable. So now I understand why he ain't really fucking with Lemire like that. Because he told the boy, point blank, simple, period. If we keep doing this, we just not gonna be cool. And it happened again. So now where they at? But it was all good. Like, I want them to be friends. And then KP had a team bonding night, and he surprised everybody with a trip to Mexico. But then COVID fucked it up, so they never went. And things went left at the reunion, and KP was like, he wasn't expecting for everybody to bash him. So that's why we at where we at right now. Everything was good, but then at the reunion, everybody was like showing their true colors, and KP was like, okay, fuck y'all. So I understand, because after the reunion, they wasn't talking to him. So what happened at the reunion was at the reunion, and they never resolved it. So coming into this new season, KP on fuck everybody. He on demon time. And I can understand that, like, how we gonna be cool and we going on a trip to Mexico and then we come to the reunion and y'all talking shit about me, but we was just good. Child. So now KP is starting over. He gonna hire new artists and he just gonna start from scratch. And Lemire said he disappointed at how everything turned out at the shop, but he feels sorry for the people coming in because it ain't no leadership, but he wished them the best. And he's starting his shop and he gonna do his own thing. And Nessie said that if she could say anything to KP right now, she would tell him that he didn't add any value to her and that he needs to check his ego. And she don't know about her and Lemire. That's up in the air. Because all the stuff that he said, and he basically chose Ken over her. And now she finna go try to work at Kat's shop. Y'all know Kat from Black Ink Crew Chicago. So we gonna see how that go. But anyway, that was that on that, y'all. Whew. Yeah, that was a lot. But yeah, I will be back next week to do recaps for Black Ink Crew New York and Black Ink Crew Compton. So come back, okay? Come back and check the girl out. In the meantime, between time, watch my other videos. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's have a conversation down in the comment section below. And it's your girl, Cynthia Renee. And I am out of here, y'all. Peace.